We thank him and the commissioners who, over the years now have allowed this to be a partnership, as I said. And then also we want to say thank you to the Stewart family and the Bluegrass nonprofit agency, John Stewart and family. We also want to say thank you to Nash Cox for their contributions to this this time, and thank you. Hi Nash, I see you. Show some love. There she is. Yeah. So with that in mind, we are excited. This weekend is culminates on Wednesday, April 30th, which is International Jazz Day. We call it Frankfurt International Jazz Day, but we're celebrating with as part of the International Jazz Day community. And again, April 30th is the official day. We invite you to Kentucky State University on April 30th. We'll have Bryan Station High School, maybe some students from Frankfurt High as well. We'll see. And we're going to have a different collaboration there. And in the meanwhile, we're grateful for Dave Stryker coming back to town, jazz guitarist extraordinaire. Just check your radio, you'll know who he is. And also, if you've ever heard Kirk Franklin, if you've heard that great song Hosanna, or any of those wonderful songs, Ben has been with Kirk for over 25 years. Mr. Terry Baker on the drums. This other man that's a good friend I met when I was in Bloomington, Indiana, working and teaching and being a part of the Indianapolis scene. He is known as the mayor of Indianapolis Jazz, Mr. Rob Dixon on saxophone. And as a part of the Kentucky College family, we're excited to continue to collaborate as part of Kentucky Music Education Association, which allows us to have intercollegiate connections and faculty connections. And the current director at Morehead State University, who played with us 2 years ago, is again with us on bass, Mr. Ryan McGillicuddy, and so he'll be on the bass. And since we've done this, after the mayor comes, we'll go right to the music after he speaks and shares his vision and the wonderful things he has to share. So then I'll go ahead and introduce the wonderful group behind you. This is also the third year that the Franklin County High School Jazz Ensemble has participated with us. First 2 years, they played as quote-unquote warm-up for us outside, and we were in the theater. And then this year I called Josh and I said, Josh, we'd like for you to be a part of the show. And so they're going to perform for you individually. They'll do 4 selections for you. And then they're going to join us for a collaborative piece doing a medley of Kirk Franklin's music. And that's kind of going to be the Kirk Franklin part of the show. We're so glad to have on vocals tonight too. I want to mention that she'll come up and you'll see her. We're going to do a tribute to Roy Ayers, who passed, the jazz vibraphone player, and also to Roberta Flack. So show some love for Miss Mary Jackson. She's in the house tonight. So right now we're going to turn it over to the collaborative part, being the city and the head of the city and our leader in the midst of all we've been going through in the moment. Put your hands together for Miss Delane Wilson.
Thank you and good evening and welcome to the City of Frankfurt's International Jazz Day celebration. We host it every April because April 30th is International Jazz Day. According to UNESCO, because of the powerful nature of jazz music and the celebration of it. And this year it couldn't come at a better time. And I appreciate everyone for being here because we have been through a lot over the last couple of weeks. And before we get to the music, I do have to say we have a lot of people to thank here in the city of Frankfurt. Too many to go through tonight, but I just have to say that it's wonderful to see how our community has come together in a moment of disaster, and then yet here we all are tonight improvising just like you would in jazz, showing up at a hotel lobby. And normally this would be outside. I do have to thank the Capitol Plaza Hotel for accommodating us and allowing us the use of this space. And thanks to the City of Frankfurt staff, especially Madeline Buckler, who's new to the position and working with Keith McCutcheon. Thank you, Keith, for bringing these world-class musicians to the City of Frankfurt once again. Some of whom, and let's not forget, some of these world-class musicians live right here in Frankfurt, so we're fortunate to have the people like that surrounding us. And also I want to thank all the sponsors in K-Jam Collective for putting this on. And to everyone here, thank you for coming out tonight. It's a testament to the power of jazz music to bring people together. And it's also a testament to the vibrancy of the City of Frankfurt's art scene. And with that, I'll just say let's let the music play and join me in celebrating the wonderful world of jazz music.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Josh Tapas, the Frankfurt County High School Jazz Band. Show us some love. Here we go.
Thanks very much, everybody. That was Sam Patrick on the bass trombone. Ethan Grillo on the vibraphone. This next tune, we're going to feature Alex Howard on the alto saxophone, and we're also going to, if he's available, if Dave Stryker's in the house, we're going to do Footprints. If he would like to come up here and join us. You'll hear a lot from this gentleman here in a little bit. He's going to play a guitar solo here for you in just a minute. Howard on the saxophone, Dave Stryker on the guitar. Okay, now for something completely different. This one's called La Suerte de los Tontos, the fortune of the fools. That was Isaac Andrews on the trumpet. Give it up for him one more time. Also want to recognize somebody else sitting in with the band tonight. New band director at Frankfort High School, just down the street, and he's an alumni of Franklin County High School. And we love it when our alumni come back and participate with things. But playing alto saxophone, good up for Mr. Noah Bartley, band director at Frankfort High School. If Mr. Rob Dixon is in the house, we'd like them to come and play on Stolen Moments with us. All right. We're going to stretch out just a little bit. This band's got a couple of performances coming up. On Wednesday, they go get assessed by judges who tell them if they're good or not. You guys can probably make your own judgment on that. And then we have our spring concert on May 1st that evening. It's at 6 o'clock in the Franklin County High School auditorium. If you are free that night, feel free to come check it out. The jazz band is the first thing on the program that evening. This is Stolen Moments, and I will introduce everybody at the end, but you're going to hear from a lot of folks on this one, getting their moment here. So, Stolen Moments. here. You heard Mr. Rob Dixon on the tenor saxophone. You give him another round of applause. You heard from Alex Howard on the alto saxophone. There's Jesse Story on the piano. Lena Kring on the trombone. William Bascombe on the vibraphone. Sam Patrick again on the bass trombone. Isaac Andrews on the flugelhorn. Graham Clements on the bass. And once again, thanks very much to Keith for putting this together and the City of Frankfurt for having us do this again for a third year. It's one of our favorite performances. They're going to play one more for you, but Keith is going to talk to you about what exactly is happening. So, Dr. Keith McCutcheon.
I love it, love it. He's getting so good. We're getting so good with the segues. 3 years, that's what happens. It gives me an opportunity before we go forward. There's a few more voices that I want to talk to you before the night's out. I don't want to embarrass any families that are staying here, but of course we want you to know we love you and that we're here for you. And there's some people here that have been working day in and day out here. What we would say, quote unquote, boots on the ground. Tables here, doing feeding every day, both for lunch and for dinner. And then also collecting items that people need, and not only collecting them, but taking them to wherever they can, wherever people are placed. Not looking for recognition, not looking to be on Facebook, not looking for a plaque or any grandeur, but just doing the work. And so just put your hands together for those folk without even saying anything. And knowing that we're going to let some of them come up and say hello and say some things to you. But certainly also, as I said earlier, Nash was here and we acknowledged her. Mr. John Stewart is here and I want to acknowledge him again. We talked about you earlier for his contribution as a sponsor. Come on, raise your hand, show him some love if you will. So we've got Terry up on drums now, and we have pretty much, where's Rob? Okay, great, come on, Rob. Yeah, so come on up and Dave. And so we're all going to join now with the group. This medley, this Kirk Franklin medley, I did with my choir, concert choir at Kentucky State. I did this medley all year long, and we toured over our spring break. We went to Indianapolis, Chicago, and Cleveland, like we often do as the choir. And while we were in Indianapolis, we were able to have Rob collaborate with us. And kind of the idea was to invite Terry to be here just like he is, and to have created, yes sir, and to have created this fabric of a rendition of some of the Kirk Franklin songs. And so was able to put together some orchestration with the big band to join us. Any of these songs you know out there, sing along. We're not going to have a choir, we're going to do them instrumentally. I'm going to sing a little bit with them. And, but this is the Kirk Franklin medley. We got Kathy in the back, Dr. Kathy Bullock, Professor Emeritus at Berea College. Gave me, yeah, show some gloves. That was my first college teaching. I was just, had been teaching at Tates Creek High School, and I was able to do a sabbatical replacement at Berea College, and brought the great Richard Davis there, and some Kenny Barron and Stanley Turrentine and some others to Berea College as a part of that. And so it's been a long tradition of bringing wonderful people to the community and creating community. And so with that, Mr. Terry Baker leading us in the Kirk Franklin medley. Show him some love. Come on. shine, my heart will sing. I thought you, Jesus, what joy it brings. My soul can wait to see your face, and I'll bless your name, Jesus, when I get there. You'll break my tears, you'll see what's done. You'll hold me close, till I've overcome. You will exchange joy for my pain, and I'll bless your name. And I get there. Come on, let's go. Ah. You sing, Sister Ann. Someone asked the question. Y'all say it. Why do we sing? Come on, I can't hear you. What do we really mean? Someone may be wondering, when we sing our song, at times we may be crying. Nothing's even wrong. I sing that's the reason. Say glory, hallelujah. Say glory. Take it off back. this Franklin County Jazz Ensemble sing it out. They taught us a thing or two. Come on, show them some love. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Josh. We're going to let them exit now, and we're going to start up our quartet. We got about 4 or 5 songs for you, and we're going to close out. We want to hear from some people. Ronnie round town over there said he got some food and drink for y'all. If you want something, show him some love, because he always around town, and he's been down here the whole couple of weeks doing this thing, and we appreciate you. We'll hear from you in a bit. Okay.